that's what I did all this week. Okay, we got some other stuff we wanted to talk about. The big thing
sure.
in the news right now is the return. Now, this will come out on Monday, so everyone will already oh my gosh, can you believe that happened in Game of Thrones?
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Cover your mouth and we'll fill in the audio here.
When happened.
Exactly. No, we're big Game of Thrones fans. I think most people are now. Do you think so?
Who isn't? It's like definitely pop culture now.
Yeah, so obviously it's going to premiere this Sunday. We're going to be doing a viewing party. We're going to do like a reaction video. We'll put it up. It'll come out actually before this comes out. So we were so smart when we said all that cool stuff.
So smart. Oh my god, I can't believe that happened.
But let's make some bets because we've got a couple bets ongoing.
We already have a bet going. We have one bet going right now. After obviously, if you've seen it, if you haven't seen it yet, these are all spoilers. Okay, so if you're not caught up, if you're that one person under a rock that hasn't been caught up on Game of Thrones yet, you either A, don't like Game of Thrones, you don't care, or B, you live under a rock.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. So
at the end of obviously last season, Jon Snow gets stabbed.
Yes.
Freaking Ollie, man.
For the watch.
Freaking Ollie. Anyways, the bet I have is
Ollie.
David thinks this is our bet.
Okay.
David thinks Jon Snow is dead.
DED.
Deadsies, never coming back.
Out of the show, gone forever.
Super dead.
Now, I do have a caveat. If they do like a flashback episode, that
right,
he's
right.
still dead.
I'm saying in the timeline, he's dead.
And I'm saying he's not coming back. Like as a White Walker, he's dead.
All right, I think he did die, but he's coming back.
Melisandre is going to bring him back.
Yes,
the Red Queen.
That's what I think.
The Lord of Light.
Hashtag Kit Harington hair watch. Hasn't cut his hair.
That doesn't matter. Is he doing other movies? Remember he did like a horror movie that was terrible. It's weird.
He did a tennis movie with Andy Samberg. That wasn't very good either.
Actually, it was pretty funny.
It was all right.
You didn't enjoy that?
It was all right.
It was okay.
But anyway, so like I think he's coming back.
Yeah. Now the thing about Game of Thrones, we had a chance to go. We watched, and they didn't do this year. We went and watched. I think it was season 3. It was that whole defending the wall.
Oh yeah, in the theater.
Yeah, we went and saw.
We don't know yet.
Well, no,
because that was the only episode they had in the theater.
No, I'm saying they didn't do that for the end of season 5. I thought they were going to start doing that for the. Okay, so let's back up. So I think it was after season 3 when they had like the really big watch battle where they had like, or the wall. I'm sorry, the wall was where the battle was, where
right.
Stannis came and saved the day at the end. They showed all of that episodes 9 and 10 in IMAX at one of the local theaters here, and it was fantastic.
Yeah, we went to go see that, didn't we?
Yeah, we went and saw that, and it was great, and it was interesting to watch it that way because there's so much detail in the show, like the armor plating, the leather, it's like you don't get to see that sometimes. I mean, if you have a big screen TV, you can see some of that detail, but on a giant IMAX screen, it couldn't beat it. The sound was amazing. I wish I could watch every episode that way.
But I mean, you have a projector here, so
yeah, so I've got a projector screen, but it's not an IMAX. Come on,
I know, but it's better than my 46-inch TV.
So I'm excited for it. We had a chance we were kind of in a Game of Thrones mood. We played the card game. The second edition came out from Fantasy Flight, the Game of Thrones card game. This is the, what do they call it? Living card game. So it's not a collectible card game because
you don't buy boosters or any of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you buy expansions and everyone gets the same cards included. So it gets rid of that collectible aspect of it. But they get out of hand.
Pay to win.
Well, yeah, I would never like that about Magic. But anyways, we played it. I would say this is like super initial because we were just kind of learning and
doing there's like a basic game that kind of teaches you how to play, and that's what you're doing. When you kind of did a game after that,
what were your thoughts?
Initial, not a huge fan, but it's definitely one of those games where you have to keep playing it. You have to know the cards, and I don't really know the cards, and to get the good combos and all that kind of stuff, and just learn to play more. But initial, it's like, it's kind of meh. But I don't want to say too much about it until I play it a couple more times and actually get through a whole game.
So there's a bunch of different decks of cards that are the different families, factions of
houses.
the different houses. Good job. Houses. Very good. The different houses, and they have all the characters in there. And then the twist on this, there's 2 twists to this game. When you start, you get to actually take 3 cards out of your deck and place those out in play already. So it kind of jump starts the game. A lot of times in these card games, you have to wait till like turn 3 or 4 before you're doing anything. In this game, you're already on it. Like turn 3 is turn 1, which I enjoy. I like that. And then the other part is there's these plots. I think they're called plots plots.
They're like missions kind of.
Yeah. So in addition to kind of fighting each other, throughout the game, you're playing these plots, which you kind of combo within your own deck of cards, what you're trying to do. So it's
that one round because the plot cycles out at the end of the round.
Yeah. So, cause a lot of the card games that we play, they're very similar. This kind of adds that unique twist.
You know what? They're like episodes. Like, this is the plot of this episode, and then you resolve the whole plot, and you move on to the next plot.
Yeah. And different characters, like, so there's 3 different types of battles you could do. You could do like a straight military battle, which is basically think like sword fighting. And if you win the battle, you can kill one of their characters. Pretty straightforward card battling. The next one is called Intrigue. Yeah. And the Intrigue one is where you can actually, if you win that, you get to randomly take a card from the other player and discard it. Because one of the ways you can win this game is if the other person's supposed to draw a card and they can't. So you can try to make them lose all their cards.
Circle their deck, yeah.
Yeah. And then the third type is a power, basically like a power battle. And the way you can win this game is by gaining enough power tokens at any one point. If you have a certain amount of power tokens, you automatically win.
It's almost like victory points, but yeah.
Yeah, I just enjoy games that have multiple ways to points to victory. Because then, like, if it's always just one path to victory, it's everyone's doing the same thing every game. This one you can, and I'm sure we had a chance, I think, to play a couple of different decks. I'm sure each deck and all the expansions have, just like any kind of good card game. And they just did this is the second edition, so I believe they've streamlined some stuff from the first edition.
Oh, we played the second edition?
Yeah, this is the brand new edition. Well, quote unquote, I think it's been out for like maybe a year.
Okay.
But the artwork in this is insane.
I like the classic look of the character. It's not like the movie version of these characters. It's the book version of these characters.
Now they came out with if you're gonna pick this up, there's like an HBO version of this, which takes stills from the game, but it's like a cut down version of it. I think it's like the basic it's like 4 factions instead of like 8 that come in this. But pick up the artwork one. It's freaking gorgeous. Like all of the artwork in these games, I'm just like, man, who is doing this? Anyways, anything else you got to talk about Game of Thrones wise? Just excited.
Man, I can't wait. I can't freaking wait for this. It's probably one of my favorite shows.
It's my favorite show.
Well, that will be on now that Better Call Saul's over. But
I just hate that it's only 10 episodes. It comes as fast as it goes. You know what I mean? Like
just wet your whistle a little
and then
bit,
it's just gone. Because they take I think they take 2 weeks off for holiday.
They take one off. Yeah, I thought they only take one.
It just kills me because you're like that's 11 weeks. Like in a 52-week year, like that's nothing. That's not even like a season of football is longer than that. Anyways, very excited for that. We'll put up our reaction video. We'll put a link in here. I'm excited. I hope our reaction video is like, what?
I won the bet.
Yeah.
What was the bet for, David?
Pizza.
Oh, so like
just basic pizza. Come on, man. We're not gonna make it. I don't got this GoPro.
What pizza place are we doing, man?
We'll do Rosati's. This is a place in Vegas. Let's get deep into some Vegas stuff.
Deep dish.
Yeah. See
what he did? That wordplay.
Okay. Another thing I wanted to talk about, I know this is kind of involving in the news. Obviously, Prince passed away, which is super sad.
That is super sad.
But I had a Prince story.